Hey guys, Braden here. Welcome back to LCW Productions. So today we are going to address the top 10 Lego Batman sets that Lego needs to make. Before we get into that, make sure to like the video, comment down below what your thoughts are on this list, make sure to turn on those notifications, get notified about my future videos, and subscribe for more. Let's go ahead and get right on into this top 10 list. At number 10, we're going to go with the Batwing, basically, from the Dark Knight Rises. I would like to get this set in a UCS style. I'm going to address that we have gotten a playset version of this set back in 2013. I think this would be a great display model if you got a nice stand for it too, like we did with the last Batmobile, Batwing. I think it would look fantastic. I think it would just be a unique looking set too. I don't think we have a lot of Batman sets that kind of look like that, and I think if it's done right, it will look really good. I think the figures that should come with this set are Bane from the Dark Knight Rises and Batman. Alright, let's go ahead and get into number 9. We're going to go with the diorama of the iconic Jim Lee Batman 608, the second print version. That is one of the more iconic Batman arts ever created. I'm going for the quote on this. I'm going to go with the "I'm Batman," although that has really nothing to do with the comic itself. I think that's one of Batman's more iconic quotes. I'm thinking small skyline background, and then have him like kind of part of the building coming out, and then have him on top of the gargoyle looking out at the city. I think that would be freaking awesome. And then, of course, we'll have the classic Jim Lee Batman style figure in Lego form, and that set would sell very well. I think if you don't make it too big, you kind of keep it to more of a $50 to $60 range set, I think it would knock it out of the park, and I think it would sell very well. Let's go ahead and move on to number 8. I'm going to go with the Batman Arkham Knight video game Batmobile. Now, I don't know how many people who have actually played the Arkham Knight video game, but I am personally a huge Batman Arkham fan. I've played all 4 games many times. So, very iconic game series. I think a UCS version is not realistic, but I think a $30 to $40 set that's kind of like a detailed Arkham Knight Batman figure would be awesome. I know that little motorized Batmobile set we got back a few years ago kind of had one that kind of looked like him, but I mean, no, not really. I would say we need one that's definitely 100% based off of that. But I also think it would be cool to get an Arkham Knight figure. For you guys that have not played the game, I won't spoil anything, but he's basically the villain in the 4th game that came out. And I think that would be an awesome figure to get in Lego form for sure. And I think that there's enough people that if it's the right kind of set, I think people will go out and buy that set because it would be a unique looking Batmobile. And it would have a really cool figure selection as well. So that's why I'm putting it at number 8. We're going to go with number 7 here. We're going to go with the Batman Begins / Dark Knight Rises style Batcave set. Now, this would include the waterfall, the elevator, etc. And maybe you get a small tumbler in there. I'm also saying this could probably be more realistic, being like a diorama style set. But I think it would also be fine as a play set. I think as the diorama, you just kind of focus on the Batcave aspects. But I think if it was a play set, you probably have Alfred, you have Batman. I think making it Batman Begins, kind of have a little skirmish between him and Scarecrow. You know how in most of the Batcave sets they have Penguin in there, or Bane with his little I don't even know what you call that, like an excavator looking thing. So yeah, I mean, I would think this would work a lot better as a diorama, especially because most of the Dark Knight sets that have come out, they're not really targeted towards kids, in my opinion. I think, Dark Knight set-wise, okay, we got the 2 Batmobiles, but now we're kind of looking at, like, okay, they got more play sets coming out, especially next year we're getting another Tumbler play set. I don't think there's a lot of kids that are watching that movie until they become teenagers, and then when you become a teenager, you start to be able to afford a little bit more of that. But I think the diorama would be best suited for this, but I'm keeping it kind of open. I would say for this set, if it was a diorama, we need to get Bruce Wayne / Batman and Alfred. We need a Michael Caine Alfred. I'm putting that out there. All right, number 6. I haven't heard anyone talk about this, so I'm gonna coin this a little bit. I'm gonna go with the Bat Signal UCS style set. Now, hear me out. I think this would be an excellent shelf piece. It doesn't have to be too big, okay, but like I think it would just be a great shelf piece is really what I'm going for. Other than just putting a Batman logo on your shelf made out of Lego, put it on the friggin' Bat Signal. That would look awesome. I'm thinking $150, $200 set. It can sit on a shelf and stand out with the Bat logo in the middle. Lego has literally made a cube, a question mark cube for Mario, so we can get a spotlight for Batman. That's my point. The figures that would come in this is Batman and Gordon. I do want to say for the Bat logo, I would say go with the 1989 Batman logo. I think that's definitely the more classic looking one. So there you go. I think that would be really cool. All right, at number 5, we're gonna go with the Wayne Manor Master Builder series style. And what I mean by Master Builder series is we got for Star Wars, we got the Ewok Village, Hoth, Cloud City. I'm saying like let's get some like a good amount of figures, good variety here. So I'm not saying Lego go make and pump out just any random Wayne Manor set. I'm saying okay, let's look at what's happening. We're getting an X-Men mansion. So now, okay, we're getting mansion sets now. Okay, what's happening over here for DC? I'm saying Wayne Manor makes the most sense. We did get a Joker Manor. That doesn't count to me. Base it off the General Castle style, so 1989 Batman, 1966, then 2005. But here's where I'm going to differ on a lot of people. So the interior is going to be the most important part of this set. And I will say we did technically get a little bit of a Wayne Manor in the 1966 Batcave set. But I'm saying take Wayne Manor, okay? You know how it usually has like 3 bridges? You have the left side, the right side, and then the middle. I'm saying on the left side, let's base it off 1966, just general scenes from the show with the office and stuff, and that would include Alfred, Bruce Wayne, and Robin. There you go. And then in the middle, I would say base it off the 1989 style, so you'll have Alfred, Bruce Wayne, and Vicky Vale. Not sure what scenes you would recreate. I'm just saying generally in the middle. And then on the right side, I'm saying let's go based off 2005 here. Let's go with Alfred, Bruce Wayne, Lucius Fox, and Rachel. I think having it to where it's split like that, Lego's addressing kind of all 3 at the same time. And I think that's a good way to kind of handle that. That's just my opinion. You could just base it generally off Batman, and that would be just fine too. But I'm saying I think you would get more people probably interested if, like, let's say someone's favorite Batman is 1989. They're gonna probably be more inclined to buy the set because part of that movie is a part of that set. And like if you're like me and my favorite Batman is the Dark Knight series, so I'm definitely in favor of getting a Dark Knight version of Wayne Manor. But I think you kind of please everyone with this version, and I think that would work pretty well. All right, we're going to go to number 4, and I'm going to go with the UCS Batpod based off the Dark Knight Rises. Now, I know everyone's going to say, okay, Braden, we got one, and what was that? 2015, that was a special deal. And then now we have a $65 set that has like a Lego, Technic version of Batman on it. I'm not too interested. I mean, the special is $500, and then the $65 set, it doesn't really cut it for me, in my opinion. I think we need, even if it's like $120, $150, right? It's a smaller model. I get it. But make it big. Do it right. I feel like if they literally just took that special from 2015 and just replicated it and put in a set today, that would be just fine to me. I really wouldn't say anything. I think the figures, because there's not much to say, I just think with this set that Lego needs to address correctly, not just pump one out. I am glad that they made one, but I'm probably not going to buy it. I might buy it, but I mean, they could do so much better. I'm going with Batman and Catwoman. I think we need a Catwoman Dark Knight Rises figure. We didn't get one, so that's where I'm going. Then for number 3, we're going to go with the UCS Batman Animated Series Batmobile. So I'm definitely going to go in favor of this now because we got a little bit of a play set as alright. Is not black or gray for some reason. But they went purple, which I guess is okay. But I definitely want the straight black version. It's probably the most simple looking Batmobile, but in my opinion, it's one of the more iconic ones because of its simple design. Yeah, I mean, we just got the Skyline set based off the animated series, so definitely LEGO has now opened the can of worms here. We have a Skyline set and a play set. It's time to get, I think this is a very realistic thing to ask for. If we're getting a 1966 Batmobile, which, by the way, LEGO 1966 Batman sets have not performed that well. The Batcave that came out a few years ago is not done well in the aftermarket. The Batcowl that came out did not do that well. I think that the small, I think it was like a $35 set that came with him and Joker with the little plaque, did okay. And then, you know, now it's like, okay, we're getting a UCS Batmobile. Okay, I'm going to buy it. I will admit, right? I'm a sucker for Batman stuff. But if they can make that, they can make an animated series UCS model. So we have so many different Batmobile UCS models now. Just throw that one in there, please. I really want it, and I'd pay for it. So that's where I'm going. I think we should get an animated Batman and Joker, like the Mark Hamill Joker. I think that would be pretty cool. All right, we're going to go to number 2. We're going to go with the Arkham Asylum large scale. So we've gotten multiple play sets over the years. I'm sure most of you are aware of that. But we haven't really gotten a serious version since like 2014, which that set is right there on that shelf. It's one of my favorite sets. They did a Lego movie, or the Lego Batman movie version, which it was all right, but it doesn't have that gothic feeling, right? So here's where I'm going. I think basically what they did in 2014, take that and just make it bigger is literally what I'm going for. Give it multiple wings, you know, if you want to kind of take inspiration from the Arkham Asylum video game, go for it. But I mean, I think we need a comic book version that's just like the 2014 version. Just make it a little bit bigger. And so the figures I think we should get in this is Batman, Robin, Scarecrow, Poison Ivy, Joker, Dr. Ivy, as in Harley Quinn, and then Riddler, Freeze, Two-Face, and Bane. You know, generally that's kind of a good mix of the figures. I think if you kind of keep it to where it's a play set and a display model like this version, you'll do just fine. I think it should include, I keep pointing over to it, but I think it should include the gate and the van too. Like, literally just recreate that set. It was done so perfectly. I'm just saying, let's get a bigger, better version of it that kind of stands out just a little bit more. But I mean, please. Okay. Now, at number 1 here, I've heard other people mention this, so I'm piggybacking a little bit, but I'm going to add a little bit of my own ideas to this. So, we're going to go with Lego Gotham City, okay? And so, we're going to go into this with the idea of the Ninjago City Gardens, okay? With the multi-levels, right? So, I've heard a lot of people talk about this, but they never really go into detail. They just say, hey, let's get a Gotham set that's like this. Here's where I'm going to break it down a little bit. Let's start at the bottom. Let's get a Killer Croc in the sewers with Bane and his small army, right? Like, let's get something like that going on down there. That would be so cool, right? Okay. Then have, like, Robin and Killer Croc, you know, going at it. And then you kind of move up a little bit, and we're going to be at street level now, okay? So at the street level, you have like a police car chasing Two-Face and Riddler, and then you kind of have a few like mugs running around, civilians. And then so we'll move up just a little bit, which will be the final level, which I'm going to talk about, which is we're going to have 2 buildings on this, all right? We're going to have one skyscraper that's going to be like Wayne Tower, right? It'd be pretty cool, right? And then get Gotham Police Department and have Batman and Gordon talking on the roof. And then an extra addition I think would be a cherry on top is connect it to like the top of Wayne Tower, Joker's helicopter, just kind of overlooking the city. I think that would be such a knockout set. I mean, seriously, think about it, like a really solid, $400 or $500 set. I mean, you're telling me that you wouldn't like save up a little bit of money to go buy that? Like that would be the ultimate Lego Batman set, in my opinion. Getting all the battles, all the figures, all the iconic looking scenes, I think that would be so freaking cool, man. Those are the top 10 Lego Batman sets I think Lego needs to make. I'm really passionate about some of these. I think Lego needs to make some smart business decisions because I know that people would just buy some of these up. But yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Please like the video if you liked it. Please comment down below if you think you should change some of the listings, if you would have added anything like a bat boat or a bat helicopter or whatever. Whatever comes to mind, let me know what you guys are thinking down below that we need Lego to make into a set. Make sure to turn on those notifications, get notified about my future videos, and make sure to subscribe for future videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great and wonderful day.